Hi, this is Mark from Altcoin Buzz, and today we're going to look at Bitcoin and along with some of the other altcoins that you guys asked about. So get ready to make those comments below on the coins that you'd like us to review for these days where we're trading sideways or there's not a lot going on with the major coins. Also wanted to let you know about a contest that we're doing with Coingecko.com. If you haven't been there before, you know CoinMarketCap has had all kinds of issues. So I've migrated over. A lot of us have migrated over to Coingecko.com. We've started a little mini partnership with them. So we're using this site now. I do like it with a lot of information that CoinMarketCap doesn't provide, including some of these overall scores that they use on developer community, liquidity, some other things, which is a really nice feature. And the other thing that I like is when you get to the coin that you want to look at, there is a very comprehensive amount of information all on one page. So you've got a chance to win yourself some great prizes simply by going, the easiest way to go is to get to our Twitter page, either through AltcoinBuzz.io or just at Twitter at AltcoinBuzz.io, and look for this tweet that's out there. You click on it and you can have your chance to win yourself a Ledger Nano S, an Ethereum, or 200 Ripple. So good luck to all of you, and let's get started on some Bitcoin chart analysis, shall we? Okay, let's take a look at the Bitcoin USD one-day chart. We've got a couple things happening here right now. Both are very encouraging. One is we've got this kind of secondary descending triangle that we were looking at, and we were trading below that throughout the weekend. And it was concerning because that potentially would have taken us back down and retesting this $6,000 support level in the descending triangle. But now we've broken above that, and hopefully we'll find at least a resting place for support there to jump off and get to the next level. As we talked about before, what we're hoping for now is to get into this area, which is our next set of resistance at $7,000. Trade through there and then find a resting place. That's where we need to get to next. If we look at the Ichimoku cloud, you can see where some of this stuff lines up. I'll take off that support, that resistance line right there. Our 21-day moving average is now below us. Because this is a lagging indicator, we have not found support there yet, although theoretically we will. It should come back up and we should be able to find some support there. But you can see where our next resistance area lies at between that 7,000 and the 7,200. That's the next target for us on this if we don't crash down. Our overall volume was rising on this last candle that took us up past this resistance area, but not tremendous volume. So we really want to see some more volume get into the market right now to launch us past this support level. That's very critical. If we can get past this 7,200, that's our 50-day moving average, and that would be very, very healthy. The last time that we did that was on our last rally, and we stayed above that for a few weeks. So again, that would be extremely encouraging. Then we could start looking at whether or not we could break out of this the major descending triangle, which if we can't do that, if we end up crashing down, then this still looks like it could be that potential cup and handle, which we don't want to have happen because theoretically the downside from there is the downside from there. Now, as these candles develop, even if we start finding support right here, that'd be a nice potential flag for us, bull flag for us to be looking to go continue up. Not out of the woods yet, not calling anything yet, but this candle that we just had here today was very encouraging. Showed a little bit of strength coming back into Bitcoin, a little bit of life. But again, not something to call this potential downside off yet. We can't wave the flag. So, you know, one of those kind of, for me, it's no man's land because you've got this potential, what you'd be looking for is to get up here in this range and, you know, for a 10% increase, but the downside of it is about the same, right? Another 10% down. So flip a coin. I'm not going to risk getting into the market at this point in time, but it is looking encouraging, at least from sitting on the sidelines. Let's take a look at Nano. Nano actually looks pretty strong. On the USD one-day chart, we're trying to find support right here at the $3 price point. Even if Nano settles in on that $3 price point for a little bit and consolidates and trades sideways, that would be a very nice cup and handle, inverse cup and handle right in here, which would mean a nice theoretical breakout. And if we use our base of that cup as a potential medium to long-term price point at 200%, you'd have a very nice price target of somewhere around $9. If we take a look at the Ichimoku cloud, we are now trending way above our 21 and our 50 period, so our 50-day and our 21-day moving average. We're starting to trade in the cloud, so theoretically we could come back down and start to use this as support and then be looking at those upward target ranges. Now remember, as we talk about these targets, these are usually medium to long-term. I don't necessarily see Nano going parabolic here in the next week or so, although we've got some very nice volume coming into the coin. But your natural trading would be something more along the lines of this. Coming up into that $9 price point, right? Trying to break through and establish some support in this area, probably some support in this area, again and again, just stepping it up each level. So some quick notes on it. You've got very little resistance at the 305 price point. So this price should not really have been rejected. Maybe there was just some profit taking that happened here. This candle is actually a very bearish candle, so that would lead us to believe that we're going to be trending back down. Your next major resistance is at that 640 price point, so that would be logically a potential first stop to come back down off of. But overall, the Nano chart looks pretty darn good. Let's take a look at ADA, Cardano. Cardano on the 1-day USD chart, flattening out, trying to find this support here at 10 cents. Now, one of the things about Cardano that I think that we found is that it looks like it's broken out of its descending triangle to the downside. Because really that base, that support base was right down in here at about 12 cents and we broke through that floor. So if we were to give ourselves a target based upon that triangle and breaking through, and we'll just use a conservative target of about 63%, then long term we could be looking at Cardano somewhere around the 4.5 cent range, 4.5, 5 cent range. We'll have to see how this plays out. It looks like Cardano really wants to stay at where it's at, but there is no base beyond here. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. If we look at the Ichimoku cloud, you can see that 21-day moving average is not even resistance right now for us. Our resistance is sitting at that 10 cents. We need to get above the 21-day moving average, which is about 11 cents, and certainly need to get back onto that base that we were at before, 12 cents. So that's Cardano, short term, not looking real strong. And then let's do one more. You guys went to look at Neos. So with Neo, it looks like we're coming into a right triangle at the bottom of where its support level is. The support being right around 1630. We had a nice breakout from that triangle on the USD 1-day chart. So confirming that we broke out of that triangle from a downtrend. If we look at our volume by price, you can see that that's where we want to stay. Is we've got some strong support. Actually, we've established some dominant pricing right around $17. We're trying to clear the 19, call it 1975. And once we clear that, there's not a whole lot of resistance until we get up into the $32 range. We'd have probably a first stop at about 26 to try and test that as a resistance area. We've got some pretty decent volume coming in. This was concerning because the price wasn't moving a whole lot against this volume. Now we've got some dominant volume coming into Neo and we're making a move up. So the next level to be looking at for Neo would be $26. See how we react against that as potential resistance. If we can break through there, there's very little. If we look at the Ichimoku cloud, you can see that we're going right up against head-to-head against that 21-day moving average. So Neo needs to break above that and settle in there at least. But again, overall right now for Neo, looking pretty strong. What you don't want to see is this kind of movement that we had back here, right? Some good volume and a good upward momentum, a test of with a wick into that 50-day moving average and a rejection of that. And then we just started following the trend back down. That pressure just got too much to Neo and it just continued on the downward trend. You certainly do not want to break below that support level of 1650 or you're going to be seeing all new lows. Hopefully that was helpful to you. That'll wrap it up for today. Please leave your comments below on the coins you'd like us to look at. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. Hit the little bell there so you're notified when these videos come up. Visit us at altcoinbuzz.io and don't forget to enter that contest that we have going on with Coingecko.com. Until next time, may all your trades be good ones.